Chris Perkins from The Athletic.
Hey, Elandon, how you doing?
How you doing, Chris?
Well, well. Hey, I wanted to ask you about coming to the Dolphins, and in the league, most players make their choice based on opportunity and salary. You also have a former coach in Brian Flores. So, how much was your decision based on players, and how much was it on opportunity, playing opportunity, and salary?
My bad, big dog. It was breaking up a little bit. It was, I don't want to miss your question.
Okay.
It was a little topic.
How much did Brian Flores have to do with the decision to come to the
Through the process, it was a little, this whole process, it was all good. But, just being a former player for him at New England and, knowing what he about, and stuff like that, it just felt comfortable, to come and whatnot. And just knowing how good of a leader he is, on and off the field, how much he care about you as a player, ultimately went into my decision, stuff like that, to become, a Miami Dolphin. And, I'm 100% all the way in, I can't wait to get down there and get started.
Next, we're going to go with Cameron Wolf from ESPN.
And what's up, man?
What's up, Cam?
Describe to me what and I quote, run through a motherfucker's face mentality is.
Well, it's just in you. As a linebacker, you gotta, sometimes, a lot of people in your way, or you gotta, at the end of the day, for a linebacker, it's to make the tackle. So it's to do what you gotta do, mentality. And if you gotta do that, then you gotta do it. It's just a mentality and stuff like that I go by.
Guys, if you have a question, please put your hand up. Steve Wine from the Associated Press, you're up. Steve, try it now. Okay, Steve, you're up with a question.
Okay, sorry. I'm trying to work this thing. Elandon, congratulations on Neil. Part of Patriots' long reign in the AFC East.
Hey, Steve, you breaking up a lot, Steve.
Elandon, you were part of the Patriots' long reign in the AFC East these last few years. Particularly now with some of the players' moves that have been made, including Tom Brady leading the balance of power in the division now, and maybe the opportunity for the Dolphins and the perennial also rans to change it.
You broke up a little there, but I think I know what you're saying. We just have to come in every day, and take it one day at a time and whatnot. Can't really look into what's out there. All we can do is control what's in our facility, and that's taking it one day at a time, learning our teammates, getting in, seeing what Coach Flores and the staff want out of us and stuff like that. And that's all we can control.
Safid from the Sun Sentinel, you're up.
Landon, what's going on, man? You play with Kyle, and I know you've seen a lot of these other pieces here on this defense, but I wanted to ask you, you can still score on this defense, right?
Say it one more time.
I said, I know you know Kyle and a lot of the pieces that were signed to this defense, but I wanted to ask you if you could still score on this defense now as it is right now.
Of course, I think everybody can score on defense. That's definitely, something fun to do. You want to, create turnovers. It's a part of defense. And, of course, I think every team in the league wants to do that. So, when we able to get over this this situation that we're going through, and we all come together as Miami Dolphins, we're going to take it one day at a time, as a team and as a defense and try to, create those habits.
Perk, did you have another question?
I do. Elandon, I know you went to HBCU. There was supposed to be a HBCU combine this weekend at the Dolphins facility, but of course it was canceled. What I'd like to know from you is it tougher to make it to the NFL when you come from an HBCU? And if you think that's the case, why is that the case?
Well, I only went to the HBCU my freshman year. I didn't graduate from there. I graduated from in my combine. Me and my pro day was with the University of Houston, so I really can't answer that question and stuff like that. But I do think NFL scouts around the league do a great job as finding you, wherever you at, whether it's the HBCU, D2. Even if it's an NAI, they do a great job of finding, talent all over. So.
Cam, do you have another question?
Yeah. Elandon, were you surprised that Tom Brady went ahead and left New England? And what do you think about that new era they have to have out there in New England?
I just feel like Tom made the best decision that was best for Tom, and whatnot. I really can't, talk too deep into, Tom and his decision. But, he's a great guy and great teammate.
Hal, you're up. Hal, are you there?
I can hear you now. I hope you can hear me. I want to ask you a non-football question, actually. Mindset, given what we're going through right now, how are you able to stay in shape? And what's your level of confidence? Are you together with your teammates, for the offseason?
I couldn't really hear the question. It broke up the whole time.
I'll try it again. I want to ask you what your mindset is, given what's going on in the world right now, how you're able to stay in shape, and what your level of confidence may be, that you'll be able to join your new teammates for off-season training.
Right now, what's going on, I just been staying in the house, controlling what I can control, just doing, little things within, inside my house and stuff like that, just trying to make sure I'm doing what the right things, to make sure this thing can get settled down and whatnot. And, so I can get out there, to Miami, get with my teammates, learn each and every one of those, and we can start taking this one day at a time.
Adam Beasley, you're up.
Yeah, kind of piggybacking on that, how's the experience been for you? Obviously, going to free agency, you probably visit teams before you made the decision. Was it harder going into this without being able to really go and visit with teams? And piggybacking again on how are you keeping in shape?
Can you ask that one more time, Adam?
Yeah, so in free agency, I imagine you wanted to visit teams, maybe at least one team, the Dolphins, before you signed with them. That wasn't possible. How much more challenging was it to go into free agency with what's going on?
Well, I can only talk about my decision. And, for me, it was pretty comfortable because, I was already comfortable with Coach Flo out there in Miami. So I didn't really think I needed to take too much of a visit. It didn't hinder my decision because of the situation in hand. Knowing Coach Flores, knowing he's about, knowing what kind of leader he is. I knew everybody in that organization, of course, was going to be on the same, type of mentality that he's on, because, I know the type of great leader he is. So it didn't really, make it, that difficult for me not taking a visit.
Safid, you're up.
I know you don't want to talk much about Tom Brady leaving, but you caught the second to last touchdown pass from him in New England. Can you even picture what a AFC East would look like, without that guy?
Say it one more time. Sorry, you broke up at the end.
Yeah. Can you picture an AFC East without Tom Brady? What do you think that's like? What do you think that would be like, next season?
I think, the AFC East right now for me is taking it one day at a time, with the Miami Dolphins. When we're over this situation that we're going through, can get there, meet my teammates, meet the staff, even meet the people that just help around the building, because that's the people that, make it easy on us. And when I'm able to do that, then we're able to just take it one day at a time and do what we need to do to control what we control.
Ruthie, you're up.
And good to see you. You're captain in New England. How would you describe your leadership skills and how teammates think of you?
Me, I just honestly think it's it's just being yourself. Coming in every day, being the best teammate you can be. Be the best person you can be in the building and stuff like that. And that's it. For me, just always, being myself and doing what the team needs me to do, like that, being the best teammate I can be.
Next, we're going to go to Travis, who has a question from one of our fans.
Hey, Landon, what's going on, man? I got a question for you from Tony C. Wants to know, what is your main reason for joining the Dolphins?
Say it one more time. The last
Wants to
part.
know, what's your main reason for joining the Miami Dolphins?
Oh, man, shoot. My number one reason, of course, like I keep saying, Coach Flores just made me feel so comfortable, with coming down and knowing, the type of leader he is and the type of staff that's here already. So that was my number one, main reason and whatnot. And I'm 100% bought in. I can't wait to get down. And I love that I'm a Miami Dolphin.